loves, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie. I know you saw the title of today's video. This is gonna be a fun one, guys. So lots and lots of speculation is happening because we know that Elaine Bredehoft is out. By the way, apparently I've been saying her name wrong this whole time. I've been saying Bren with an N. It's Bredehoft. But I finally got on the right page. I'm like, oh, now I know this bee's name. But Amber fired her, as we all know, and speculation is running rampant, guys. And I will tell you, there is something when I was on TikTok, because I started covering this on TikTok, that I talked about a little bit that is now coming back to surface. And people are wondering why she was fired. Now, in the statement that was made, it kind of sounds like she's stepping down in a way, but this looks forced to all of us. And we know that Elaine got a huge, huge paycheck for what she did. I don't think any of us would buy that Elaine just stepped down like that, right? I do think it's interesting, though, with this change. I have a couple questions. Like, I wonder, when did Amber and her team decide to do this? Because if you remember, right after the trial, Elaine did a big publicity circuit for her and lied for her again and embarrassed herself. And it just makes you wonder and question what is really going on, which a lot of people are doing. Well, people have dug up some information that says, is it possible that Elaine actually outright sabotaged her client? And is there a secret reason for this? We're going to get into all this because you guys know on this channel, ew, hold on. My throat is attacking me. On this channel, I love to cover all the blank theories. Well, not all of them, but some of them, right? And this one I thought was really fun. I had talked about it on TikTok, but a lot of people are now questioning, like, because of some information coming out, did she intentionally mess this up for Amber? So we're going to dive in and we're going to find out. But before we do, to those of you that are new, hi, how are you? My name is Katie, and on this channel, guys, I cover everything that I can with trending topics, especially this one with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because this situation gets sillier and sillier. And as I consistently say, we hear nothing about Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeff, an island, a plane, and a little black book of names, but we hear nothing but this. We're going to laugh at it and see what all we can get to. So if you like stuff like this and want to giggle along with me, make sure and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Would love to have you. So let's dive in a little bit. Let me give you a little background. As I said, Elaine is out. We know that. What is going on? Well, we have some people that unearthed some information that, you know, it looks like it could be harmless, but is it? So let's go ahead and let's take a look. It worked. I'm excited. The mic worked. Okay, here we go. So this is from Sportskeeda, which or Sportskeeda. Sportskeeda. I don't know how to pronounce things, but that's where it's from. And I've actually done a couple articles off this one recently. I hadn't heard of them before that, but no disrespect to them, but I don't know how to pronounce it. It says, who is Elaine Bredehoft? TikTok blank theory claiming Amber Heard's lawyer is secretly Johnny Depp fan goes viral. Let's look at this. You're going to love this. It says, TikTok theories are convinced that Amber Heard's lawyer, Elaine Bredehoft, is secretly a Johnny Depp fan. The theory came when a netizen spotted a lookalike woman at one of Depp's movie premieres in 2013. Former couple Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are battling it out in the Virginia court to determine whether a 2018 Washington Post op-ed piece written by Heard defamed the 58-year-old actor. Some TikTok users are convinced that Elaine Bredehoft is a secret Johnny Depp supporter after she was seen outside a film premiere holding a camera while trying to get a glimpse of the leading actor. Elaine Bredehoft lookalike was seen with short brown hair waiting behind a barricade. The clip was filmed during the premiere of Depp's movie Lone Ranger in London, England on July 20th, 2013. Now, if you look, see the picture right there, the side-by-side? That's pretty good side-by-side. It says, after the clip went viral, netizens were convinced that she was willing to be Heard's lawyer to get a glimpse of the actor. Others conspired that her team of lawyers were performing terribly in court on purpose, there we go, so that her favorite actor could win the case. A few comments read the same, and here we can see one. It says, she probably accepted the job just to stand in the same room as him. What if she purposefully doing bad so that Johnny can win and that she actually likes him? And then somebody says, she probably took the job just to see him all day long. Another one says, I'm convinced she became her lawyer to see him. When I say that even Amber's team were on Johnny's side. Says, I cannot tell you how hard I laughed seeing this. I really hope Amber sees this. And then wait a blank minute. And then who is Elaine Bredehoft? The northern Minnesotan native has been successfully trying cases in Virginia since 1984. I hope no Minnesotans were upset with my accent. I love a northern accent. My favorite is Sarah Palin from Russia. She's so silly. Anyways, she has been recognized by top publications, including top lawyers in Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore. She has repeatedly been featured in Virginia Business Magazine as the state's legal elite. And then here's one. This one says, Elaine Bredehoft, the biggest Karen of all time. I'm scared to watch, but let's watch.
And there's sun in the Bahamas, right?
Most of the time.
Do you know what Amber wears?
Is the biggest Karen. I don't quite know. Sound off in the comments. Did I miss something? I don't know how that video makes her a big Karen, but I'm sure open to it. And it says, in April 2009, Bredehoft was recognized as the state's most influential woman by Virginia Lawyers Weekly. She's also been ranked on the list of the best lawyers in America since 1997. A few of her other accolades include being inducted into the American College of Trial Lawyers, the International Academy of Trial Lawyers, a fellowship in Litigation Council of America, and working under the Boyd Graves Conference. And it says, an update on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial defamation. Okay, this is just going to go into some forensic evidence, or sorry, not forensic evidence, but the psychologist, Dr. Shannon Curry, who talked about Amber and possible diagnoses. So I want to actually pull up and show you guys the actual video of what they're talking about, because again, I covered this on TikTok that you can see. Now I'm going to have the sound off for this, but this was one of those videos that is making the rounds right here, and it says, remember how Amber Heard's lawyer or her lookalike allegedly was at the Johnny Depp premiere, and you can see that there's an arrow pointing down to what looks like Elaine Bredehoft. And then we see right here, I literally got to meet him and do an autograph. Look at that. That actually really looks like her. Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right, guys, so that is what people are saying. So this clip was from a little bit ago, by the way. It's not something super new or super recent, but it's been, like I said, I covered it a couple months ago, I think. But it started to resurface because a lot of people were shocked that Elaine was out. Now, I will say when it comes to trials and things like this, Elaine being out, it's not uncommon. In the sense of, if you're going to do an appeal, a lot of times you will get new counsel. What is interesting that people are pointing out about this, however, is that in this situation, she kept Rottenborn. Why keep Rottenborn and get rid of Elaine? Or in that case, why don't you get more core counsel, right? Get more people to work with. But the fact that she intentionally made sure to get rid of Elaine and kept Rottenborn, that's what has people speculating. And there's one other really interesting thing that people are dissecting that I actually agree with. And somebody in my comments, they said this, and forgive me, I can't remember who it is, or I'd shout you out. It was hilarious. I was dying laughing. So Elaine's statement said she pledged to help Amber during this transition, right? And in the way it was written, she said the word pledge. Now, first of all, my commenter, and hey commenter, hey, thank you. You had me like literally laughing. I wrote in all caps, oh, it's so funny. Said the word pledge means nothing to these people. If you guys find that comment on yesterday's ish video, please go leave that person a like and a thank you, because that was just, I died. I'm like, how did I didn't see that when I was reading it. I didn't see that correlation. But that's what's interesting. When you read between the lines of what's being said, she said, I pledge my support. Not I support Amber, not, I'm happy I worked on this trial, I'm still helping. It was, I pledged to continue to help in the transition. It was written in my opinion, in a very crafty, sneaky way, kind of like what that video said, a very Karen way, if there ever was one, right? But that's the thing when it comes to stuff like this, especially with lawyers. One of the reasons being a lawyer is so coveted is because you have to not only be extremely intellectually smart, right? You have to have all the intellect there. You also have to be able to socialize. You have to have both of those hemispheres in your brain working, which is why I think it's, you know, one of those professions that's highly coveted. And people look at a lawyer as somebody who is very, very smart, because you have to be smart in areas where typically, like if you're super social, right, or you're more right-brained, you're not necessarily going to be as left-brained. One will be more dominant, right? Like I grew up and I was a singer and I was an entertainer, and I cannot do math and fractions for the life of me. My only D I ever got in my life was a D minus, barely passing in geometry. I don't understand them shapes. They don't talk to me. We can't tickle each other back. Like, what's the point? But somebody who has both those hemispheres firing like that, that's really hard to come by. But anyway, so with Elaine, a lot of people are questioning, because Rottenborn was kept, why was Elaine removed, and why did Elaine write such a weird, crafty statement? And so I think what that means is people are looking at this and they're going, okay, is there more to the story with Elaine than meets the eye? Is there more going on? And I will say right now, of course there is. Now, I'm not saying this blank theory is true. It's not what I'm saying. But I wanted to put this out there because I think as time goes on, we're going to hear more and more interesting things come out about what's really happened in this trial. Because remember, many of Amber Heard's legal team have committed perjury for her. Many of them have lied and continued to lie on her behalf. And so as a result, what is going to come out that we don't know? Now, I also know when it comes to Elaine, she's a lawyer. There's, you know, when it comes to at least the time she worked for Amber, there's attorney-client privileges and things. But as Amber stated, she has no money. It's another thing. How is Amber hiring a whole new team with no money, right? But Amber has no money. So could Elaine start dropping some information? I mean, what's Amber going to do? Sue her? Go after her? With what money? And then she would have to reveal who's really paying for things and who's in her back pocket. And that's another question people have. Okay, who's paying for this new legal team? Does this mean Travelers Insurance is footing the bill, even though Travelers and the other insurance companies are all suing each other or her, or going after one another or her, because she got defamation with malice? I'm kind of curious with these appeals. Wouldn't it be interesting if she actually got the verdicts thrown out, or some of them, or at least the stuff with malice, right? How interesting would it be? And in that case, then the question is, who'd they pay off? And who paid who? I don't know. I just look at this and I'm like, I just feel like this is going to get more and more bizarre. On top of that, let's entertain. I'm just going to go down some theories here because that's what this video is about. Let's entertain that she does get the verdict thrown out. Johnny can go after her for defamation for every time she's opened her mouth or her legal team has opened her mouth after trial. So this could essentially be defamation again. And now that we have a precedent set, Johnny would actually be in a really good position to be able to go after her again. And then we would have season 2 of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. But honestly, guys, it looks like we're getting some kind of season 2 regardless, because of how crazy the situation is getting and because the appeals courts and what's going on with Virginia. Because we know both of them are appealing verdicts. But what do you guys think? I am curious. Do you think that if she actually got the verdict thrown out, which, by the way, there are some people coming out and coming forward saying they think it's absolutely possible, like lawyers and things. We have a lot of legal analysts. Now, that's coming from the mainstream media, so how much can you really trust it, right? And it's funny because I'll do another video, a follow-up on this, but the mainstream media is just applauding, going, this is a good decision and this puts her in a good chance of winning, even though appeals rarely go through. But that would be the craziest thing. So if she got these verdicts thrown out, right? Let's say she was able to do it. Does Johnny, by principle, say, you know what? I'm going to go after you now for every piece of defamation that I can within reason. And we see season 2 of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I don't know. What do you guys think? Or do you think he's just more in a place where he would let it go at this point? Do you think that Amber has enough powerful people around her that somehow they are going to get this thrown out? Sound off in the comments. Tell me what you think. And also, what do you think of this video of Elaine? Do you think that's Elaine or do you think it's a lookalike? I mean, nothing's been confirmed or denied, and I'm not saying that's what it is, but considering how bad of a job her team did and how many blunders happened, it would not surprise me on some level. And remember, we heard those rumors that during trial or like after trial that we could see Elaine leaving the bathroom crying. Was Elaine a double agent? Let's go a step further. Is she actually on Johnny's payroll? Which would be hilarious. I don't know. I know I'm going kind of far with this, but again, this is just a fun theory video, and I love these. So sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. As well, guys, if you like this video, you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave me a like, a comment, share this with somebody you think you might like it. Everything helps. All right, guys, I think that's it for me here. Take care. Lots of love, lots of blessings. Till the next video, as always, I'm giving everybody hugs, kisses, stay safe, and as always, your girl. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys.